You don't notice it at first. Nobody ever does. It starts quietly, almost politely. A delayed reply to your message, a forgotten thank you, a favor that used to be returned now just taken as normal. Until one day, you realize something uncomfortable. People have started taking you for granted. Your effort has become background noise. Your presence has become expected, not valued. Your kindness has become a service, and your yes, somehow, became their right. But here's the truth. Nobody teaches you. Being taken for granted is not about them. It's a psychological pattern that you unknowingly participate in. Then you can reverse it. This video is not about blame. It's about power, and specifically how to take yours back. Today, we're going to dive deep into the psychology behind why people began to ignore your value, and the exact steps you can take to stop this pattern before it becomes permanent. So, why do people begin seeing you as default? Human relationships operate on a hidden rule. Repeated behaviors become expected behaviors. To always give, people eventually stop seeing it as giving. If you always help, they start seeing help as your role. If you are always available, they see availability as your core identity. Psychologists call this the familiarity trap. The moment when something once appreciated becomes invisible simply because it happens so often. This isn't because people are evil. It's not because they suddenly don't care. It's because the human brain is wired to stop rewarding what is predictable. We adapt, even to kindness. When you are consistently reliable, supportive, understanding, patient, generous, or self-sacrificing, people's brains create a shortcut. This is who they are. They'll always be this way. This is where your value shifts from. Wow, thank you so much for doing that. 2. Of course they did. And once this shift happens, something even worse follows. People forget that you have limits. They forget you have needs. They forget you get tired, too. They forget that your kindness is a choice, not an obligation. And this leads to the root cause of the problem. Here's the uncomfortable part, the part most of us never want to hear. Being taken for granted isn't a personality problem. It's not because you're too nice. And it's not because everyone around you is an ungrateful monster. It's because you are unintentionally training people to expect more from you while giving less in return. How? By always saying yes, even when you're exhausted. Quote, by never requiring reciprocation for your time and energy. By apologizing when you did absolutely nothing wrong, just to keep the peace. By constantly accepting last-minute changes to plans that inconvenience you. By minimizing your own needs to accommodate theirs. By over-explaining yourself when you set a simple boundary. By constantly rescuing people from the consequences of their own actions. Hey, and by tolerating disrespect just this once, over and over again. Each of those actions subtly teaches others a powerful lesson. My needs are secondary. Yours always come first. And once someone internalizes that message, your role is set. You become the giver, the support system, the strong one, the reliable one, the one who always bends so that others don't have to. The one whose absence is only truly felt when you finally stop. But why do we keep playing this role, even when it hurts? This is the part nobody talks about. Being the dependable one feels good at first. It gives you a sense of identity, a feeling of usefulness, a sense of purpose. It becomes your emotional comfort zone. Helping people makes you feel needed. Fixing their problems makes you feel competent. Being kind makes you feel like a good person. And being always available makes you feel appreciated, even if it's just for a moment. But there's a dark side to this. Dependability becomes your cage. Predictability becomes your chains. And people-pleasing becomes your prison. The more you give, the more you fear stopping, because you reafraid your value will disappear if you are indeed constantly proving it. You worry that if you stop giving, people will stop wanting you around, so you continue the cycle, even when you're tired, even when you're resentful, even when you're quietly falling apart inside. It's because losing your role feels like losing yourself. So, how do you know if this is happening to you? People rarely say it out loud. Nobody ever says, "Hey, just so you know, I don't value you anymore." But their behavior exposes the truth. Here are the psychological indicators that you're being devalued. First, your effort receives silence, no appreciation, no acknowledgement. Sometimes, not even eye contact. You do something significant for them, and it's met with complete indifference, as if it was simply expected. Second, you're only contacted when they need something. If you disappeared, they'd notice the missing service, not the missing person. Your phone only buzzes when they have a problem to solve, a favor to ask, or a crisis to unload. Third, you don't get the same energy back. You give hours of your time, thoughtful advice, and emotional support, okay? They give minutes, distracted replies, and superficial interest. The relationship feels completely one-sided. Fourth, they feel comfortable disappointing you. They'll cancel plans at the last minute or forget important promises because they know you'll forgive them. They know you won't make a fuss, okay? Your feelings are seen as less important than their convenience. And finally, you feel drained, not seen, okay? After interacting with them, you don't feel appreciated or connected. You feel used. Your value is measured by what you provide, not by who you are. If any of this sounds familiar, don't worry. This is the part that brings everything back into your control. There is a psychological formula to rebuild your value, and it works because it rewrites the expectations people have of you. Step 1 is to break the pattern. You have to disrupt their expectations. Start with small, controlled changes. Say, "I can't today," without giving a long-winded excuse. Respond to a non-urgent message, late or not, instantly. Stop apologizing for existing or for having needs, okay? And let people handle their own minor emergencies. These micro-boundaries are powerful signals, okay? They say, my time matters. My energy matters. And when you're consistent, people will adjust. Step 2 is to increase your rarity. Q's value increases with rarity. When you're always available, you are never appreciated. When you create space for yourself, people lean in. They notice your absence. They feel your silence, okay? And they start to remember you are a person, not a resource. Step 3 is to speak from a place of power, not pleasing. Use firm, calm, boundary-oriented language. Sentences like, "I'm not able to do that right now. That doesn't work for me. I won't be available today." Or, "I'd prefer something different." Notice how they are short, clear, and non-apologetic. You don't owe anyone a detailed explanation for your boundaries. Step 4 is to rebalance the relationship. If someone never initiates contact, stop being the only one who does. If someone only takes, stop giving unconditionally. If someone disrespects you, create distance. You don't need big arguments. You don't need long speeches or dramatic exits. All you need is consistency in your actions. Your behavior will communicate everything for you. And step 5, the most important part, rebuild your identity. You must switch your inner narrative. Change it from, "I must give to be valued," to, "I am valuable, even when I give nothing." Your worth is not in your effort. Your worth is not in your usefulness. Your worth is not in your sacrifices. Your worth is in your existence, okay? And once you truly believe that, others will too. Now, when you change, be prepared for people to react, okay? You can expect 3 types of reactions. First, you'll get respect. Healthy, emotionally mature people will adjust. They might even apologize, recognize the shift, and work to rebalance the relationship with you. Second, you might see confusion. Some people will need time to accept your new boundaries. They were used to the old you, and they may be a bit thrown off at first. Give them space to adapt. And third, you will encounter resistance. Takers get angry when their free access is cut off. Their anger is not your problem. It is the sound of the old, unhealthy pattern breaking. Your only job is to stay steady. Over time, something powerful happens. People start noticing you again. They appreciate your presence. They acknowledge your effort. They treat you with intention, not because you demanded it, but because you finally demanded it from yourself. You stop being invisible when you stop hiding behind helpfulness. You stop being ignored when you stop ignoring your own needs. And you stop being taken for granted when you stop granting everything to everyone. Your value returns the moment you decide to enforce it. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on reclaiming your power. See you in the next one.